humans first walked the earth, every day was a battle for survival. They had no houses, no cities, only the wilderness. Caves offered shelter, dark, mysterious, and sometimes dangerous. Families would gather inside, keeping watch for predators and harsh weather. Children learned to stay close, while adults assessed the cave's safety. This was the very beginning of human ingenuity, using nature itself as the first home. Inside these caves, early humans discovered fire, the first source of warmth and light. Smoke spiraled toward natural cracks in the roof while flames danced on the walls. Animal skins covered the cold, rocky floor, creating comfort for the family. Around the fire, stories and knowledge were shared. This simple combination of cave, fire, and hides marked the earliest form of domestic life for humankind. Caves were helpful, but humans needed tools to thrive. Using sharp stones, bones, and wooden sticks, they created knives and axes. These tools allowed them to prepare hides, cut branches, and build stronger shelters. Young hunters watched as elders demonstrated precision and care. Every tool was a lesson, and every strike of the stone against rock brought them closer to shaping the world around them. With primitive tools in hand, humans began to cut branches and gather logs. Teamwork became essential. Men and women worked side by side, carrying heavy materials over long distances. Every branch chosen carefully, every log positioned strategically. Slowly, the raw wilderness was transformed into the framework of shelters. This was the first time humans manipulated nature with purpose and intelligence. Carrying logs across uneven terrain was exhausting, yet survival demanded persistence. Every step forward brought the group closer to a place of safety and warmth. Muscles ached, but determination never waned. Parents thought of their children. Children mimicked the elders' actions. Each log placed became more than wood. It became a lifeline, a promise of protection from the elements and predators. The first man-made shelters were simple but life-changing. Sticks tied together with vines, walls covered in leaves, smoke from a nearby fire curling into the air. Children played safely while adults worked tirelessly. These fragile huts provided protection from rain, wind, and cold nights. For the first time, humans were architects, transforming raw natural resources into functional homes. Women played a crucial role, weaving leaves and grass into thick mats to cover the roofs. The weaving was meticulous, each strand overlapping another for strength. Children observed closely, learning techniques that would protect them in adulthood. These mats kept the family dry during storms and symbolized the ingenuity and patience that marked the first steps toward architecture and design. To strengthen shelters, humans dug into the earth to set posts firmly. Wooden supports were anchored deep, giving stability to walls and roofs. This early engineering required observation, skill, and trial and error. Children watched as adults demonstrated each step, learning how to interact with nature thoughtfully. Every post, every pit, every reinforced corner showed how survival and intelligence were intertwined. As communities grew, shelters became larger and more communal. Families shared huts, gathering around central fires for warmth and social interaction. These spaces were more than protection. They were where stories were told, skills were taught, and culture began. The communal hut symbolized cooperation, the first step toward organized living and human society. Animal skins were not only worn, but also hung along walls to block cold winds. Children slept near glowing fires, their parents watching closely. Every wall covered, every crack sealed, every ember tended carefully. These small innovations were monumental victories for survival. Shelter was becoming more sophisticated, and humans were learning to control their environment. Some groups experimented with stacking stones to create walls. Mud filled gaps to prevent drafts. These stone shelters lasted longer and resisted storms. Humans were learning the principles of stability and durability. Each carefully laid rock was a small triumph, showing that survival depended not only on instinct but also on intelligence, planning, and effort. Once a shelter was completed, families experienced pride and security. Children ran and played outside, Parents relaxed for the first time after laborious work. A finished hut was more than protection, it was hope, community, and progress. This moment marked the dawn of human achievement, where effort, learning, and teamwork culminated in the comfort of home. Nightfall revealed entire communities of huts glowing from fires inside. Smoke drifted toward the stars while people slept peacefully. These settlements, though small, were the roots of villages. Humans had begun creating not only shelters but a shared social world. Each lighted window, each glowing fire, was a symbol of survival and civilization emerging. Leaders and elders guided construction, teaching younger generations the skills needed for survival. They shared techniques for building, reinforcing, and maintaining shelters. Every generation learned, improved, and innovated. Knowledge was passed down like precious treasure, and the very culture of human civilization began to form around these simple, essential structures. Even children contributed. They gathered leaves and branches, watched adults carefully, and learned how to build. Survival was a communal effort, and knowledge was handed down through observation and practice. These early lessons ensured that each generation was prepared to continue the work of protecting and sustaining the tribe. From caves to simple huts, from sticks to reinforced stones, humans had taken the first steps toward civilization. Every branch, every leaf, every stone was a testament to ingenuity, resilience, and cooperation. These early shelters were the foundation upon which human society would eventually rise, shaping the world we live in today.